Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, 2004, January. Happy New Year to everyone. May everyone's goals and aspirations come true or come a little closer with each passing day. Whatever it may be, don't be too hard on yourself, and just remember to take it one day at a fucking time. Not bad for cursing. So I just wanted to get a few things off. I know I haven't posted in a while, and I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be with it, because I don't know if anyone's actually interested in watching these videos. But a little bit about myself. I've been training for quite some time, almost about 9 years, but it's not all been. It was about 6 years of kickboxing, Muay Thai, then about almost coming up to 3 years of just pure boxing. On and off, obviously not just 9 consecutive years, just months here, months there, on and off. And yeah, kind of decided to go down the route of wanting to become a trainer as a side thing. Just cause I used to train religiously. I used to run a lot. Because if you're a fighter, if you're not putting in the work, then you're gonna get hurt when it's time to spar or when it's time to compete. So you have to take it serious. You have to be the one putting in the miles, not your coach, not your sparring partner, not your friends. No, you're the one that has to be putting in the miles. You're the one that has to be making sure you're eating consistently, that you're not putting junk in your body, you're taking care of yourself, not drinking, not doing any harmful substances, this, that, and the third, so on and so on. You have to be able to take care of yourself. And I have, and I did it for a while. But the reason I never took up combat sports as me thinking that I was going to take it as a career and make something out of it. I took it up because that's the only time I was ever able to, that was the only time I was ever able to find any kind of peace with myself. When I was sparring with somebody, or when I was training to the point that just everything else just zoned out, and all that mattered was trying to perfect the punch, just getting into that flow state where your body is just naturally reacting, you're not thinking about things, you just know what you have to do and you're executing it. Whether it's the same 1-2, or bobbing and weaving, whatever it is, just constantly doing it for hours on end and running and all that. And I love that. I enjoy just being able to zone in on one thing. And that's what boxing and combat sports in general provided for me. Because when I was training, whether I was doing
Good, Cesar.
Gyms, some gyms are very old school and they just do 1,000. It's all about repetition. So when I was doing like 1,000 kicks or 500 punches or 20 kicks or 20, whatever it was, it didn't give you any time to think about stuff because you were just so tired and just so sore, and your coach was just like, one more, so on and so on. So just nothing else. It didn't give you any time to think about stuff. That's what I mean by peace. And when I'm sparring, well, you're thinking about other things that happened to you that day, that week, that year, your history, whatever it is that you have in your head. If you're thinking about something other than the person in front of you, you're gonna get hurt. So in sparring, that's also where I find a lot of peace and a lot of tranquility. I was just being able to forget about everything else that mattered, everything else that existed, and only focus on the person in front of me and on what I needed to do to make sure I came out unscathed. Or unharmed, I think that's the same thing. And I had a lot of fun doing it, but I never thought about taking this to a professional level, and recently, I don't know, I've thought about it more, and it's not necessarily something that I care for too much. It's not something that I'm like, I think I need to do. It's not my only gift that I have to offer this world. I'm not saying I have a lot of gift or a lot of talent or a lot of anything, but I have grit. That much I know of, and I know I can place that grit into anything else that I want. It doesn't have to solely be in the form of fighting. We all have to fight. It doesn't have to, not a physical fight. We all have our own fights going on inside of our heads, our mental fights, our mental battles, our health, our relationships with people, our relationships with ourselves, with the world. Everything takes time, everything takes strength, everything takes consistency and the ability to see it through, and that within itself is a form of battle. It's a fight, it's not a physical fight, but it's a fight. That's one perspective of looking at it. Not everything has to be a fight. That's also something I've learned along the years. But yeah, I want to upload things. I think I still want to spar, I still want to train, but just not as religious, focus on some other things. But if there's something you guys enjoy with it, it's, me doing hit pad work or just me sparring, please like the stuff, talk your smack, say what you want, I'm not like Class A fighter, I'm not a Class B fighter, I'm not a Class C fighter. I'm just someone who fell in love with boxing a long time ago. One of some of my favorite fighters, actually. I love Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, obviously Muhammad Ali. You know, you got your Mike Tyson, then you got Sweet Pea for Hell Whitaker. You have, what's his name? I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. You know, Julio Cesar Chavez, the other Mexican fighter, Salvador Sanchez, I believe. So many fighters. Oh, I love how Smoking Joe would bob and weave. And back real quick to Sugar Ray Leonard. I love Sugar Ray Leonard, but I just like, you know, I don't want to base my style off of him, but I'm not that athletic. But I also love Roberto Duran. You know, he wasn't necessarily athletic. He was just something else. He was just trained. The way Sugar Ray Leonard said it, he was perpetual motion. Yeah. And I love that, you know, and he was that, and I love watching clips of that. So yeah, I'm just someone who fell in love with the game, and I've watched so many old boxing videos, and I love the bobbing and weaving. You know, even Floyd Mayweather, man, I love his style too. I know some people are very like, oh, we gotta duke it out, and sometimes, you know, if it calls for it, sometimes you just have someone that just pushes you, and you just gotta let them know, hey, what's up? I'm not just gonna let you do what you want. You gotta let them feel that you got something too. You gotta make them respect you. But for the most part, I've always enjoyed being a slick fighter, like making people miss, bobbing and weaving, just doing my thing, and then trying to counter them back. And then so that's kind of what I've been trying to pass down. Like boxing is something that's personal to me, but it's not something that I necessarily think I want to make a career out of. But I just want to pass things down and also, you know, upload videos of me training. If something that you guys enjoy or catch motivation of, then I'm by all means watch, and at the same time I'll try to delve things and just give you a little understanding or a little taste of who I am, the way I approach things and the way I look at life. But yeah, hopefully you guys can enjoy this video. I know I haven't uploaded it in a while, and I might not even upload it for another long time. It all depends on whether you guys like it or not. Again, it's just some dude sparring, training, and being a coach when you can. Nothing special, but it is what it is. If you find some kind of entertainment out of it, then by all means go for it. But yeah, you know, don't forget that. Oh, just real quick. So I would find peace in this, right? But that's when my mental headspace wasn't as positive, I would say. Over the last couple of months, over the last year, I've been working on it, and I've gotten to a better place, a place where I don't feel like I need to train or I need to spar in order to find a little bit of peace in my life. I've made peace with most of my things that were bothering, most of my traumas, and I'm thankful for that, and I'm just trying to continue moving forward. So yeah, I probably won't be training as religiously because I don't have that passion for it, because I don't feel like I need to run away from myself anymore. I don't feel like I have to train in order to get exhausted, in order to just not have to think about bad stuff anymore. I finally, you know, have made the inside of my head a little bit better, a little bit more positive, and a nicer place to be in, and I'm not as pessimistic, I believe. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to be more thankful, more appreciative of the things that I have and the things that I've done. I'm not the best, I'm not the worst. There's a lot of self-improvement. Self-improvement is a forever journey. That's what I'm working on. You know, I just want to be a more positive person. I want to influence this world positively. I want to be whoever it was that I needed when I was a kid. You know, I needed like a big brother. I was in it, but I didn't. You know, I just needed someone to tell me that it was okay. But I didn't, so I became that person for myself. I mean, I had my parents on, like, without getting too personal, it's just nice to have some kind of guidance that is also within your age range. So that's what I'm hoping to be to whoever it is that I'm training. Whether it's someone older than me or someone younger than me, you know, if I could pass something down to them and they could take something for it and they could build their confidence or just improve their health, you know. So not everyone that takes up combat sport is necessarily doing it to compete. Some people are just doing it to better their health, to better their confidence, to whatever. And whatever reason you decide to take up on it, I hope with the next couple of, I need to do some more recordings, but, and it's not always going to be like fighting, you know, maybe I'll start doing other things, but for right now, this is what I enjoy recording myself doing. This is what I enjoy doing on my free time. And it's something that I don't necessarily want to let go of, but at the same time I want to see if I can make it work for myself. So yeah, hope everyone can have an awesome 2024. Feel free to ask any questions about anything. If there's anything I can help with, whether in your combat journey, please feel free to reach out. Thank you again, and we'll see you around. Bye.